ready? Anytime in the next 30 seconds. Ready, go. A little bit further. Good job. Pretty good. I'm going to take a little break here. So like right now, the conditions are pretty calm. What you have to be ready for, of course, is waves and wind. So of course you got a little bit of waves. And that's kind of what it feels like. I was telling Sylvia the challenge is going to be when you have wind at your side, because it makes the boat just go in one direction. So So Sylvia's probably going to have to do the poking stroke. She's just going to have to do the kind of the rudder. Otherwise, it just makes it extremely difficult to keep the boat straight. Probably number 6 and 7 will probably end up working together quite a bit. And of course, Holland and Prickdish, it's going to be important for you guys to kind of do some little correction strokes. If you see, Sylvia having a little bit of trouble correcting, just go ahead and just take the initiative and pull the boat one way or another to help her out, because that's going to happen. So, a lot of times, you could be not the fastest team, but because you can keep the boat going straight, that can make up for a lot. So it's just playing out boat speed isn't all it takes. So. Anyway, grab my water bottle here. So a good idea is to splash yourself. I'm getting a little bit warm, so I'm going to get my hat wet. Now, one thing that kind of bugs me is my neck, so I'm actually going to put a little neck little shirt there. So a lot of times if you get a cooling fabric, like you kind of know what we're talking about, like the mesh, micro mesh. Sometimes if it's going to be at like an 80 degrees, I'll have to check the weather. Just having that little, it's like a washcloth, right? Soaking it and put it on like around your neck is huge, because the evaporation, right, will be cooling, and plus it'll keep the sun off your neck. So unless you have long hair, right? But keep that in mind. Feel free, because you got this baler, I'm gonna hook up the sump, so it doesn't really matter that you're getting water in the boat. One way or another, it'll get drained out. So. Yep. You guys notice how clear this water is? You can see right to the bottom. Isn't that amazing? This is where I grew up, by the way. There's a trailer park just off to the right in Linden, and we had a dock like these people have, and I was probably starting at about the age of 5 or 6. We would start swimming and we'd camp out on these little islands that you see up ahead, and just a great life, to just play and play and play. Dive underwater and all kinds of stuff. This little white stuff there, I think that's the zebra mussel. It's an invasive, and it is actually hurting some habitat. They look like seashells, but it's actually an invasive fish. I don't know if it reached the balance or not, but it's pretty cool that the water's so clear. It's pretty deep, right? It's like if I take my paddle and go clunk, I don't think it's hitting the bottom. Yeah, you have to try that once, right? Well, watch me do my paddle. You just put it in and it pops out. It's kind of cool. You know, if you want to be cool, rinse off your paddle. But anyway, you can see how deep it is. It's probably 9 or 10 feet deep. So, all right. Why don't we